I think that the final Allan Dwan film which we will discuss for this program is 1957's The River's Edge. This is the 15th film from Dwan we have looked at for FOTD, and it is a journey which began in our very first entry, 1955's Escape to Burma. A non-chronological observation of Allan Dwan's fascinating directorial output has become one of our most prideful accomplishments on this terrible little show. For The River's Edge, Dwan is assigned one of these Douglas Sirk-esque Technicolor melodramas. Well, it looks like one, it has the visual majesty of one, although it functions as a neo-western noir, much like 1948's Angel in Exile. The three players are portrayed by Anthony Quinn, Deborah Paget, and Ray Milland. I was utterly in awe of the photography throughout the entire runtime of this picture. Credited to one Harold Lipstein, who did not have an apparently prolific career, the colour job on this film is sensational. It is classed as a deluxe colour production and was shot in CinemaScope. It is a relatively strong story as well, although fairly typical of emotionally vibrant crime operas such as this one. We have essentially a bloody love triangle, and one more explored for the sake of traditional thrills rather than existential human conditioning. Dwan, as I've said on every video over the last week, Dwan Week as it was, really had it. He saw how Hollywood was shooting films during the 1950s, and Griffith's original protege figured he could give it a shot. Or at least he certainly didn't turn it down when he was offered the assignment. Much of Dwan's later work, 1954's Silver Lode onwards, that is, the good later work of Dwan, his best work overall quite arguably, was produced by the finances of one Benedict Boges. Why Boges chose upon Dwan, I do not know, although I am skeptical that any film producer, an independent one or otherwise, gave much of a stuff about the history of film art, or let's face it, art period. Both Dwan and Boges got art whether he wanted it or not. He probably was only after profits, but presumably he received these too. The River's Edge has been apparently overlooked as one of these great Technicolor pieces of 1950s Hollywood. It may very well be one of the best, most finest examples of this archetype. So yes, tremendously impressive actor, film direction and cinematography, ably performed, admirably written, a thoroughly endorsable picture. I'd like to thank you for enjoying Dwan Week, if you have, and if you'd like to find out more about Mr. Dwan, do look into this channel's Allan Dwan playlist for an archive collection of all of the Dwan films we have discussed for FOTD, my little short videos on them, anyhow. For even more information, consult Kevin Brownlow's 1980 documentary Hollywood, which is currently on YouTube, and I will link in the description, along with some typically terrible music album. Dwan is almost the main interview subject of Brownlow's comprehensive curriculum. I may even compose a video discussing that Hollywood documentary miniseries in the near future. It would certainly warrant one. Absolutely phenomenal series. If you want to find out more still about Allan Dwan, well, do despair. I don't think I shall discuss any more of his directorial output. I'm absolutely sated at this point, and so perhaps look elsewhere for more resources. One place you can look is the YouTube channel Stories of the Voyage, which actually may have an extended conversation about Allan Dwan and some other classic film directors uploaded to it rather soon. I'll do my best, it'll be up soon. Oh, I'll point you in the right direction. I'll link a magnificent document in this description also, known as the Allan Dwan Dossier, a collection of essays about Dwan's film works. Some of them are terrible, but some of them are exemplary, as all writing about films tends to be, in such a binary manner. So anyway, I won't keep you. I'll stop annoying you. I hope I've offered a substantial overview of Allan Dwan's valuable filmography, and now that I'm leaving you, this may finally give you the opportunity to have the greatest of days.